What's going on, guys? Rick Rim here, back on the Pillagers Outpost show. And today we're playing Diary of a Madman. So let's just crack into this. I've not really read much into this or seen much of it, but this is apparently a new game and it's early access, so see what happens, I guess. I was shaken when a long-time friend has disappeared, and with him his wife. He has been loathing reality for all his life for what he is. He was much fond of superstition and fairy tale interpretations of a life that for him was often boring and rejected. Nevertheless, he married one day and he found a woman who did not bother with his, at the same time, childlike and manipulative character. It probably took to changing to him, the oldest mistake in the world. Over the years, his ability to be the victim and therefore the right to attack others became stronger, but also more perfidious. He found a holy advisor, as he called her, who supported and reinforced his weaknesses. Quite some time he began to disappear in the evenings and on weekends for hours. Since his wife was worried, she asked me to follow him. It was not hard to find out where he wanted to go. On the outskirts there were some closed factories. There he parked his car and walked to one of the oldest abandoned factory buildings. But then he became more careful and looked increasingly around. I did not follow him into that building, but at least I could explain to his wife what he did in the evenings. This went on for a while until he spent his free time only in the outskirts of the city or with his advisor. His wife hardly saw him anymore. He had no contact with anyone else. This again went on for a few months until both disappeared one day. I went to the police immediately. I was told that they have their hands tied, that they are two adults and married people, and that they can travel at any time. Unfortunately, they were right. I could not contact his counselor because I only had her first name and I would not trust her anyway. But I knew my friend and I did the only thing that occurred to me in this situation. I drove to the outskirts of town where I followed him at that time. A weak track, but the only one I have. At the entrance to the company was a folder labelled the diary, but it was empty. Apparently he kept a diary and bought the individual sheets here for whatever reason. However, I'm not allowed to take any leaves with me. If he has committed a crime, I have to leave everything untouched, but I have to follow the lead. I hope he did not kidnap his wife or did worse. Hmm. Ooh. Oh, oh. Diary entry. Finally, I found someone who understands me, one who tells me what I want to know. She is free from doctrines. She is just fascinating. She told me that I am mentally very strong and that I should write down my feelings in order to realize them even more. And I do that. I have already arranged the next appointment. Okay. This looks really cool. The controls are a bit full on, but nonetheless looks really cool. Very eerie with it as well. The mannequin? Diary entry. Everything seems so unreal to me. The hours just pass by, even my hysterical boss does not really get through to me anymore. My colleagues are no longer bothering me with their inaccuracy. And after all, only one session. This woman can do wonders, and I think this is because she has direct access to old masters, as she says. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing or if the game... Getting chills from this. I can get a chip. I get a gun or something? Wait, what? Ah. This way, I suppose. I'm just waiting to turn a corner and something's gonna jump out at me and scare the fuck out of me. Oh. Why? Why does it sound like someone's running? Very eerie. I'd like a gun now, please. Diary entry. My wife is against my holy advisor. She said that I behave like a child that always wants to be the victim, hence I attack her. Besides, she said, I'm obedient to my holy advisor. That is exactly what my holy advisor foretold me. She just knows everything. My holy advisor even found out that I was emotionally abused. I did not know that, but when she asked me if it could be, I thought about a lot of people I've always hated. And now I know why I hated them so much, because they were emotionally abusing me. It was their fault. Okay? So this dude was obviously abused emotionally, mentally. Diary entry. I have to protect my holy advisor. She said that she was attacked by black magic and only I can approach the attacker. She wants to meet me to tell me who it is, but I guess I know who it is. His wife? Who is his holy advisor? I don't understand. Oh, there's blood on this one. Sorry, Andrew. I always thought killing someone would be bad for the life after death, but my holy advisor said that there are people who would be better off leaving the planet. That was liberating. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. And I'm scared to walk back. Some fucking dickhead gonna get the shit out of me. I don't like it. The one here. Diary entry, my wife tried to teach me today. I do not even know what it was about. I just kept quiet. She once asked again, but then she kept quiet herself. I think I've made it. My wife barely talks to me anymore. She seems to have realized that her teachings does not work for me. My holy advisor said she realized she was just not highly enough developed for me. Sounds like this. Hey! Holy shit. Sounded like it was creeping up on me. Diary entry, today my wife told me that I try to persuade her more and more often, and I start my sentences more and more often with my holy advisor said. I broke up the conversation, drove away in my car. I've had a hard enough time at work. I do not want to be taught at home. I do not have to listen to any shortcomings of other people. People like me realize that old regions are wrong. We are superior. This is not accepted by the less developed, and therefore they hate us. What scares a stupid person makes them aggressive. Most of them are unworthy of lives anyway. What the fuck is wrong with this dude, and what is his advisor driving into his head? Diary entry, my holy advisor has revealed to me that my diary can give me transformative power to take the next big step. I am incredibly excited. She said that I am an extraordinary creature and not allowed to bother with raw and superficial people. There are only a few on Earth that are superior to their masses, but we are becoming more. If I missed any other notes, I don't think I did. At our second appointment, she told me that she looked into the chronicles and that I am also one of the new people who are superior to others. She explained everything to me conclusively and pointed out that my temporary insecurity in puberty is an indication of this. It's time for a real change. I can no longer stand idly by. My holy advisor is always talking about diversity, and that there are people, she says, who stand in the way of this diversity. So I'll take care of those who deserve it, receive a penalty. I have done everything she has. There's someone fucking walking behind me then. I was like, holy shit. I've done everything she has told me, but it's not as easy as after our first session. Am I doing something wrong? I have to read again what I wrote down after our session. I'm counting the days until our next appointment. Time seems to pass slower again. Days just feel too long. Do I need to read these in order or something? I don't understand. Oh, what? Oh my god. I went back to the factory entrance and I called the police. I told them about the diary pages and that there may be still one dead body, the corpse of my friend's wife. It not only destroyed his life, but also that of his wife and that of their two families. A selfish and cowardly act of a madman manipulated by hair-raising lies. The only question that comes to mind is, why did this insane counsel persuade my friend to commit murder and suicide? What is the benefit for her? With the diary, you could hold her accountable. The police could even conclude a contract kill. I hope he rots for all the time in hell. And so with that, guys, I'm going to say thank you so much for tuning in and watching this. I know it wasn't really that much of a scary game, but for me personally, playing this game, it was pretty edging to just be in the atmosphere and quite chilling. I wouldn't have thought to look up there, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.